Hello everyone, good morning and welcome back to school today. Today is Tuesday and we have math. And today in math we'll be discussing a topic which is mass. Everyone say mass. M-A-S-S, mass. Now what does that mean? The word mass mean? It simply talks about the weight of an object, okay? So when you hear the word mass, you just need to think about the weight, how much an object weighs. Alright, so today in today's topic, we will be comparing and ordering masses of objects. We have to be comparing two different objects to know which one weighs more and which one weighs lesser. And for us to do that, we'll be using two words to describe mass. The first word is heavier. Heavier. And the second word is lighter. Lighter. Heavier. Heavier. Lighter. Lighter. Alright, when you hear the word heavier, it simply tells you an object that weighs more. And when you hear the word lighter, it talks about an object that weighs lesser. Alright, for us to get more insights on this topic, I would like you to open your book to page 66. Page 66 in the blue pages. Your workbook, page 66 in the blue pages. And when you're there, we write the date. Today is Tuesday, January 26, 2021. So when you're already on page 66 of your workbook, you write the date Tuesday, January 26, 2021. Okay, then when you're done with the dates, let's quickly read the short notes in the book together before we carry out the exercises in the book. So let's go. So this is my page 66. Page 66 here. And the topic is mass. I want us to point at the big black words in your book, mass. Now let's read the first dot. It says, compare and other masses of objects. So the first thing we'll be doing is to what? Compare and other masses of objects. And the second dot says, describe masses of objects using relative terms. Okay? Just like I said, we'll be using the relative terms heavier and lighter. These are the two words, the two terms we'll be using to describe masses of objects today. Now take a look at these few examples I have with me. Of course, when you want to compare objects, you need a scale. Okay? I don't know if... Okay, there you go. This is a picture of a scale or a balancer. Alright, this is what we use to check the mass of an object. But if you don't have this, not to worry, we are going to be using our hands. Okay, we are going to be using our hands to compare the weight of different objects. Now, you can see in my hands, on my right hand here, I have a box of tissue papers. And on my left hand, I just have a piece of paper. Alright, if you have something like this at home, I would like you to place it on your hands, on your palms, okay, and feel the weight of each object. Now, if you have something like this, you will notice that the right hand or the hand on which you have this box goes a bit lower. You can feel the weight of this object on your hand, and by feeling the weight, it kind of pulls down your hand, making the lighter part up while the heavier part goes down. Okay, so we will say that the box of tissue is heavier and the piece of paper is light. I'm going to show you one more example before we move on to our exercise. And here I have a box of shapes on my left hand, and I have a stapler on my right hand. Now, if you're the one carrying this, you're going to feel a pull down on your left hand, okay? Telling you that this box of shapes is heavier than the stapler. The heavier part always goes down, while the lighter part goes up or just stays on the same place. It doesn't move depending on how the heavier object is, because the heavier object pulls down one side, making the lighter part go up. Alright, so that's it about the masses, and let's go to work. Remember, we're still on page 66 of your book, and the first exercise says check, put a check mark, check the heavier thing in each pair. So you're going to be doing this by yourself. Look at the two objects and look at the way the scale is, which one goes up and which one goes down. From the way the scale is, you'll be able to find out which object is heavier. So when you find a heavier object, put a check mark on it, and the same thing goes to number 2, put a check mark on it. Alright, and then when you're done with that, we go to number 3. It says, put the things in order from lightest to heaviest. So you're going to be arranging this object from lightest to heaviest. So the first one I'm going to show you, and then you continue with number 4 and 5. So in the first one you have a paper, a pen, and I'm going to use this as my box of crayon, okay? I have a paper, that's the first picture. You have a pen, the second picture, and I'm going to use this as a box of crayon. Now put the things in order from the lightest to the heaviest. So you're going to feel and look at the 3 objects. Okay, which one is the lightest? I'm going to say the paper. So in the space for the paper, you write 1. And the next one is the pen. Okay, you write 2 in the second one, you have the pen. And the last one is the box of crayon, you write 3. So you're going to be using the numbers 1, 2, and 3 to order the objects according to from the lightest to the heaviest part. So if you get the lightest one, you put the number 1 in the second where you have the lightest object. Followed by the second one, you put the number 2, and the heavier one, you put the number 3. So that's it. And then when you're done with that, we move over to the next page, which is page 67. So we go to page 67. Page 67. Okay? And we are still continuing with the same topic, which is maths. Now this exercise tells us to draw lines to match the things that are about the same mass. So we're going to be drawing lines to match the object that you think have the same weight. Alright? Now here you have a packet of potato chips. Here you have a journal. Here you have a peanut butter, and here you have some grains. Okay, a pack of grains. Here you have a patty cap, a lollipop, a plate of chicken breast, and a pumpkin. What are we asked to do here? It says draw lines to match the things that are about the same mass. So you're going to be looking at the objects on this part, and you compare them with the objects on this part, and then you draw lines to the objects you think that have the same weight. Is that understood? For example, I'm going to do number 1 for you, potato chips, okay? So I'm going to say the pack of potato chips has about the same weight with the lollipop. So I'm going to take my pencil and I draw a line from here to the lollipop. Okay, that's the same way you're going to continue with the other objects. And then finally we look at the last one. It says look at the pictures, fill in the blanks with lighter or heavier. So we're going to be comparing objects and using words lighter and heavier to describe the masses. You have picture number 7, you have a pineapple, an apple, and a cherry. A says a pineapple is dash than an apple. So here you're comparing a pineapple and an apple. Is a pineapple lighter than an apple, or is a pineapple heavier than an apple? Of course, when you feel a pineapple and an apple is heavier than an apple. So I'm going to write the word heavier in here. Alright, so the same way you complete the other ones, and when you're done, take a picture of your work and send it to me, or upload it to Class Dojo in your portfolio. If you still don't understand anything and you need me to explain more, just let me know and I will do that. Alright guys, thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye.